Growing up poor in Jamaica, not all of us were lucky enough to grow up rich in this beautiful island. We are this way because of the hardships that we endure, and we have skills that makes us different from everyone else. Here are 10 valuable lessons I learned while growing up poor in Jamaica and how to use these experiences for personal gain.
Come and chat with Tania.
Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Number 1. Nobody is coming to solve your problems. You have to do it yourself. For me, growing up in poverty in Jamaica wasn't easy, but this helps me to be mature because I was able to take on a lot of responsibilities. I know that good things don't just happen, and I have to work hard for them to happen. My parents were struggling. I was struggling. I went to bed hungry for more than once. I did not get a dream toy or new clothes for Christmas. I did not celebrate my birthday at all, and I was always at home. I did not take a bus. I had to walk, and all my clothes were handed down. My family would fight a lot due to problems. While growing up poor in Jamaica, I didn't even know that I was poor because that is how I think that things were. I didn't even realize that other people have more or have it better. Number 2, I learned to get things done, even imperfectly. Growing up poor, as long as I get the work done, it doesn't really matter that much. I learned to fix the problem. I had to wash the dishes, take a nail to bore my slippers to make it good again. When I was poor, I didn't care how I get things done as long as the problem stops. Now everyone argue how to solve problems. I become a person of action. Number 3, money can definitely buy happiness. When happiness depends on money, I grew up poor in Jamaica and I knew that money does buy happiness. Everyone talks shit about money, but I knew what it could do. Money can buy the food to put on the table for Christmas so that my family can enjoy a meal together. It could pay the electricity to take out the darkness and pay for a load of water to have water to bathe. There were 2 types of problems: money problems and internal problems. I was poor, therefore everything about my life was a money problem. I thought about food a lot because I just had to eat. Because I grew up without money, I appreciate it a lot more now and do not take it for granted. Number 4, I have this hunger inside of me other people don't. I always have this feeling inside of me, this need to prove myself, to escape, to grow, to be more. This is the most valuable thing I have inside of me. Hunger is powerful than intellect or connections because it keeps me moving when other people will quit. I will put in the work. I started thinking if I don't work, I don't eat. All the successful persons that I have met has some fire in their eyes. Hungry recognizes hungry. I see it in the work ethic. I see it in the way people go the extra mile, how they make the most out of each opportunity. People growing up wealthy never get this. Every single day, a person who grew up poor outperforms one who grew up rich. For this hunger to serve me well, I have to put in the work. I grew up poor in St. Elizabeth. I was made to be hungry. Number 5, I don't take things for granted. Growing up poor made me appreciate everything I had. The used teddy bear, the torn shoes, the one pair of jeans or dress. Anything that came into my life, I appreciated it. They all had an impact on the way I live. If someone offers me the opportunity now and I want to move up in life, I will give it my all due to my appreciation of everything. Number 6, the value of being creative. What is creativity in a successful life? Creativity is the art of creating value from less, using only your ability to connect dots differently. I had to be creative growing up. Think about it. In spite of my circumstances, I was forced to find alternatives, ways around certain roadblocks, and I made do with what I had. Everyone who grew up poor like me went through the same thing. No doll, no toy. I had to get creative and use my imagination. I made a doll out of breadfruit flour. I used a box to make trucks, so much more. I was given the ability to think outside the box, and this comes from having restrictions, and playing it safe wasn't an option for me. Number 7, if you don't ask, the answer is already no. Everything is negotiable. The moment I realize that reality is negotiable, I start seeing doors where I only saw walls before. I normally think, what did it take to make this happen? Because I am now thinking to finding a solution to job opportunities and schooling I never thought possible. I did not get what I want, but putting myself out there provided benefits I didn't realize in the beginning. I ask for what I want. I go after the race, the dreams, the project, and figure out how to deliver on the deal. Number 8, I learned the only place to go is up. Growing up poor has a freeing twist to it because I was miserable and at rock bottom. Everything I do was a new step on the ladder out of poverty. I didn't have it easy, so I take a vow to use the hunger I have in myself to make a better life for my children. I look to those growing up with envy and resentment because they didn't go through what I went through. That is the paradox of being self-made. But exceeding in life, my kids become the kids that I had resented because their peers think they were born wealthy. Nobody chooses where they are born, but we all choose what we do with the life that was given to us. Number 9, people will judge a book by the cover. People decide to give more respect based on the clothes I wear and the way how I look. Growing up poor is like growing up 10 years in the past compared to everyone else. I did not have a laptop or a smartphone, nothing of significance, but it was the fact that I had to deal with. Think about social media. It has asked you to be the judge of someone based on how they prepare themselves. You decide in seconds if you will like the pic or swipe left to right. That's why people who are not doing well wear expensive clothing. That's why people upgrade to an iPhone when they are sleeping on a sponge. People will judge you by the cover, but your success is by what is inside the book. Looking successful and being successful are completely different things. First, make sure you have a great book, then spend some time to design the cover. Number 10, simple things can mean a lot. When growing up poor, I find the value in the simple acts of kindness. It doesn't matter how proud I am. If a helping hand reach out, I appreciate the help, and it's the little things, being kind to me, treating me like actual human. I grew up hating everyone that treated me bad, but there was someone who gave me an opportunity and believed in me. When I made it, I trace it back to my grandmother who made it all possible. Thank you for watching Chat Jamaican. I have control of my life. Do it big. Try and be better off than you are. Thanks for watching. Little more.